Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Start the game. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, a participant from last year's playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking for a crease. It's Peace. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
To the air on second down. Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. There he goes. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
The Longhorns are on the move. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but that'll be a little short of the first down.
And on that out route, third down, guys, you just want to see a little bit better execution. You want to see more depth on the route. You want to see a little bit more of an accurate throw so he doesn't have to come back and fight for it, so that we can pick up the first down a lot easier. A little bit better by the quarterback and receiver, and as a result, they do get the catch, but it sets up 4th and short.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown, Texas! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They're mellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. On the move from inside his 5. Drills him with the stiff arm. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine, he might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance. This dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. You better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They go to the ground. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Back to pass, it's Connors. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice. That one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Quick strike complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The give to the tailback. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll give it to the back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
First down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Connors. Working that wide receiver screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it to the back. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. Crosses the 30. He's got away. What a play there, and he rips up a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Longhorns are threatening in the red zone. On the run, it's Peace. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Longhorn!
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Alabama is on the short side of things right now. But like the days of Tua and Devontae Smith in the 2018 title game, do not rule out a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to Texas A&M. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. On the ground, it's Vaughn. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Back to throw, it's Connors. Got his man down the middle. Crosses the 30. Breaks into the open. The 40. At the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. Give to the running back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Runs for the tackle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC Championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality and the ground.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. LSU right back to the line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Looking for a man. It's Connors. A shot toward the end zone. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Great coverage, and it's so hard when the ball's thrown down the field to stay patient. Like, not to grab the guy, not to start to overreact to the football. Nice job staying a little bit patient when the ball got there, deflecting it, knocking it down.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's Peace. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Texans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Illinois has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 14 to Nebraska. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield, it's Connors. And the sack all the way back to the 5.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the grab over the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. LSU will bring the punt team on the field.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Motion from the back. They'll start this drive going to the air. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Finds his man down the middle. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws from the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. And the Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air, it's Connors. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They put points on the board in the first half and still find themselves in a hole.
If I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Skips away from pressure. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And I think that right there has been one of the biggest stories of this game so far. The reason this team trails is they can't get one of their best players the football in the passing game. This guy's a weapon. He eats defenses alive each and every week and has yet to make one catch in this game.
Makes the grab down the middle. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
You think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Peace. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Now the play fake. Gets it out fast. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Offense just trying to get the ball to their receiver quickly out in space to the perimeter of the field. But how about the speed of the linebacker? Able to close and make that tackle. That's impressive.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Longhorns will punt this one away. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Longhorns will call on their punt team. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. Offense working from the pistol. Using his legs, it's Vaughn. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Connors. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. From the gun, the ground game. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Looking deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And deja vu again. I'm not surprised, man. They found this guy for several touchdowns today, and they were looking for him again. He's made plays. He's dependable. Why would you not take shots? That one just missed, but I would not be shocked if they find that guy again.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Now, a 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. There he goes. What
receivers catch the ball and dance, and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Peace. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He'll take a shot. This is picked off in the end zone, but the officials are saying he was out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a huge break for the offense.
Man, that's the hardest thing, to be able to go up and try to catch a ball with that defender pushing you out of bounds and you trying to keep one toenail, pinky toe, whatever you can, trying to keep it in bounds, and he just couldn't secure the catch in bounds.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After the miss, the lead is still 4. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw, it's Connors. Catch in the middle, it's Kane. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's 1st down from the 38. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break at some point in this game. He's going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the house. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's King. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. LSU quick to the line.
They run it, they get the 1st down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Hits him inside the 20, still going. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The give on the inside. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! They take the lead with the 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on third down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They booted away on fourth down. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll go to the toss. Gets it past the marker. At the 35, he's loose. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. From the gun, to give, looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to throw. It's Connors. Quarterback adapting. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
Man, the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. That's a 20. He's got space.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They'll give it to him again. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense and coverage forcing the incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to the counter play. Can't get him to the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a 1st down play. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Longhorns want to move quickly. They'll run it from the gun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the Longhorns really need to keep this drive alive on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Turning it on! They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They're going back to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights right down the middle. This is now a 7-point game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Florida State is running away with this one right now, and it's kind of felt that way since we saw Chief Osceola and Renegade. They're up by 38 over North Texas. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Will run the offense out onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure.
Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. Smashes ahead. Then inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Excellent pass by the back on the option. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David, he shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
He lost one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on.
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
Wants to fire on second down. This time he's got it. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The Longhorns in the hurry-up. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's caught. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of impatience at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
And the Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. He's going to let it go. He's got it at the 15. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up. Way down at the 14. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They march to the red zone, and here they go. Punts it out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. Fires to the end zone. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Floating away. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
I like it. Take the shot, throw it to the end zone, try to make a play, give your receiver a chance to make it. You know, you got to make plays. You're trailing late in the fourth quarter, and you need touchdowns. Like, got to come up with something big, and this offense just wasn't able to do it. Now, defense is going to have to go pull out some miracles, maybe an onside kick. Something great's going to happen to get back in this ball game.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they take a knee on 4th down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.